What's up? It is Depor here from DPortGaming, and welcome to another audio commentary. And today we got one of the more popular kind of players, and that is ReMinD. But actually, ReMinD is actually playing Orc, and Orc, everybody knows, pretty good counter to the Undead race. You know, I guess the Orc matchup is a little bit better against Undead than the Night Elf matchup, and ReMinD feels pretty confident with his Orc against Cechi. Cechi's from A1 and pretty good Undead player, and has been stepping his game up a little bit lately, but still has not been able to make the push to beat ReMinD and other people. But he's still pretty good. Darn good Undead player, so I respect him for that, and I enjoy watching his game. So anyways, it does look like he's going for a Fiend build, and that's basically what you gotta do as an Undead player against most races, but especially against Orc. Fiends is the way to go. Ghouls just get picked off way too easy from that blade. And let's check out where ReMinD is actually going to go at hero choice, and he does go blade. Yep, so he's going blade, and he is going for a quick peon scout to make sure he's not close spawns onto the rock. That can change the whole game basically. If Undead is close spawns with you, it's gonna mean Undead's probably gonna be a little bit more aggressive early game on the Orc player. Sorry, just lowering the music to my headset. But anyways, we're gonna have the second bro for ReMinD. ReMinD is playing totally standard at this point. You don't really see it too often from Orcs, but sometimes they will skip the second burrow and go for a quick voodoo, which hasn't been, I guess, standard. It's not that great. I guess it's better to go second burrow first as Orc player. So Cechi is going to go for standard fiends, going the quick fiend with the DK and putting his relics in the back so it doesn't get focused. That's the one problem I've been dealing with when I play Undead. I tend to put my relics here. I don't leave room for relics back here, which is basically the first building that gets focused. I mean, look at its HP, only 475. So we have, sorry for saying, anyways, so we have ReMinD, going for a quick wind walk, to this goblin merge. It looks like most likely going to sell his TP, and does sell TP. You got to pick up a circlet and go straight for that ogre, and he is going to get a pretty nice item here, and let's see if he is going to get a boost of speed. That means he will get a little bit quicker. I don't know, some players really don't need the boost of speed, and he gets, what does he get? I'm not even sure if you can get a boost of speed from that. He gets a pendant, which is going to be really nice because he's going to be able to use a lot of wind walks, and then once he gets his Shadow Hunter out, I'm guessing he's going to go Shadow Hunter. I mean, we could see a TC, and Cechi is buying Rod of Necromancy and a Dust. But if he goes whatever, TC or Shadow Hunter, doesn't really matter at this point. It's going to help his second hero drastically with that, what is it called? Pen of Energy. So that gives him a lot of extra mana. But I think he's going to go Shadow Hunter just because he got a pendant, most likely. The pendant is going to mean a lot of heals from the Shadow Hunter. We could see a TC and spam stomps or something like that. Either one would work fine. But you just got to make sure you hit your stomps. Maybe if you're not that great with stomping, you could use speed scrolls and such. But Cechi is going to need this little creep camp right here to pick up level 2 really quick. Going for the bigger creep camp of the Tuner's base, just because he knew the Orc player, or ReMinD, I guess you could say, is probably trying to sniff him out, making sure he maybe going for a creep jack or something. It is nighttime, so we're gonna ReMinD most likely pick up a boost of speed on that blade, and he does pick up the blade. So at this point, he's just scouting for the base. Actually, I think he already scouted it, but he checked for that, and nice play there by Cechi, outthinking ReMinD there. Not going for this camp before the easier camp, just because he didn't want to get creep jacked, which is probably the best idea against any type of Orc player. Let's check out what ReMinD is doing. ReMinD did tech quite a bit ago, and he's putting up his third bar right now. And let's check out Cechi. Cechi is a little bit later in the tech stage compared to ReMinD. And Cechi put a 7 next to his name, Cechi 7. But he is continuing to make fiends. He's playing very, very defensive at this point as the Undead player. That's kind of what Undeads play. And they're talking about the lag. Anyways, now we're going to ReMinD go for the Ogre once again. Let's see what a tough good item he's going to get. We actually have Cechi scouting this, and we have a scout here coming from the Grunt. Nice use of Grunt there to use a little bit of scouting for ReMinD. So let's check out what ReMinD actually got. Now he's got both wars on each side. He got a pendant of vitality, so his Blademaster is pretty rigged, I guess you could say, or stacked. Not really of DPS items, but he did pick up, 150 health, 150 mana, and he actually sold the pendant of vitality. So I'm not even sure if I said vitality. So anyways, Blademaster, we'll check out the second hero he's getting, and it is a TC, so he's gonna go for stomps, and most likely he's gonna get a bestiary, and then he's not gonna get any casters, so destroyers won't be able to dispel any magic. That's what most orcs kind of do, I guess you could say, against undead. Well, I found it, and a lot of people have found that going standard orc, which is, well, not really standard orc, but standard orc without casters. It's kind of more like the Reign of Chaos days. You just basically go, grunts, a few kodos, few HH, and it works fine against undead as long as you have decent micro and get some good stomps off from the TC. It's pretty cheap, I guess you can say. It's a nice strategy against undead. Undead, really, to beat it, they have to have good micro themselves. The only thing that's going to be bad about this orc army, the spear link won't be able to spear link the units, which involves a little bit of micro, but orc units are just so tanky, especially, grunts. Grunts with a few armor upgrades, they're actually surprisingly tanky. But the orc army basically relies on, Blademaster TC to do most of its DPS, and all the other units just kind of tank for the heroes. So let's check out, he is getting Ensnare upgrade right now. We are going to get another Fiend, get a Slaughterhouse, and we're going to see the Lich soon. No tech yet to T3 for Cechi. Kind of a dangerous creep pattern here, and Blademaster is going to see this once again for ReMinD. And ReMinD is kind of looking for a creep jack, maybe going for this Fiend, and he does go for the Fiend that is ensnared. Fiend is not ensnared anymore. TC is coming up right behind Cechi, and Cechi is going to back off to this Grunt army. Blademaster already kind of stacked, just Blademasters are pretty much stacked with boots of speed. It's kind of cheap. They can just run up. Well, not really cheap. That's what you have to do for orc player. But but that quick Blademaster, quick DH, they do a lot of DPS and can move around very effectively with boots of speed, and that's why you're starting to see every single player pick up boots of speed. Well, it's been going on for like 7 years. I'm not sure why I said that, but anyways. That's why they go for boots of speed, beastly move speed. But anyways, we're going to have a Dragon of Creeps. Cechi's not going to give up, and he's going to try to finish off this creep camp. But notice how he drags them, so, if he does get creep jacked, he has a little bit of ways to run. He will be ensnared by a few raiders, though. It looks like we have a raider coming. Oh, actually, have a Spirit Lodge coming in, so he is going to get some. He is going some Spirit Walkers, excuse me. And he is going to get Dispel, and most likely is getting this War Mail for some HH, maybe late game, maybe just for, some upgrades for his units. Not really too sure. Now we're going to have a Skeleton Scout, scout the close spawn for Cechi. And let's check out what Cechi is doing at this point. He's actually getting a Temple of the Damned, so not sure what that means. Maybe he's going to go for some Banshees to get some curse on the Blademaster, so Blademaster will miss. And that's maybe possibly why ReMinD is going for some Spirit Walkers. To dispel the curse. Haven't really seen Orc versus Undead lately. I mean, it happens a lot because Orcs are said to have, the better advantage against Undead. So I guess that's why ReMinD is playing. This is actually in a Zotac Cup too. So it is actually it's not a practice game. It's actually a Zotac Cup. Zotac Cup, actually my friend signed up for it, so it's going to be kind of fun to see him. I mean, he's not that great, but whatever. If you win, you get $133. I did the math or whatever, and looked it up. It does look like Raider's going to fall from the focus. No, it doesn't. And here we go. We're going to have a fight. ReMinD is ready to fight. Got some Spirit Link ready. No, what would you call it? Destroyers yet to cancel the Spirit Link. So this is going to be a really good fight for ReMinD. ReMind's using a Speed Scroll now. And as Grubby said, Speed Scroll looks very intimidating, and you kind of tend to panic once they use Speed Scroll. There's a nice micro there, burning the unit, and now there is a Dust of Appearance, so the Fiends cannot burrow anymore, or they can, but it is going to be pretty dangerous. Nice stomp there, stomping at least 3 Fiends, and there we go. We got Blight Ground. We got a Banshee coming in, using Curse straight away on that Blademaster, and Blademaster is going to get a few misses in, and now we are going to have a kind of pretty micro-intensive battle. It wasn't too big full of units. Ooh, nice stomp there, stomping a lot of the fiends, and now Blade Master's going to go to work. The Dustler appearance did wear off, and it does look like ReMinD is going to have to retreat at this point. Blade Master sitting at level 3 does have a potion of invulnerability, and that Blight Ground is actually pretty smart. ReMinD probably didn't want to fight there, you know. They get an extra bonus of healing damage, or healing on the units. Anyways, now we're going to have the Cechi come over here and pick up level 3 on his DK, which check out if Cechi did tech. Still at a Halt of the Dead, so it doesn't look like he's going for a tech. Maybe he's going for a late tower push with this Acolyte coming out. He's getting another Acolyte out as well. DK is going to pick up level 3. Maybe he's going to pick up a potion of healing. Did pick up a mana, and now we're going to sell an item and most likely pick up a potion of healing, maybe. I'm not sure what he's doing at this point. There's potion healing. Now we have ReMinD dragging these creeps over here. As I said here, he is getting a few HH. Got that one Kodo Beast, so crucial to that Orc army, giving all the units a little bit of bonus upgrade, or up to attack, excuse me. But ReMinD is going to get a pretty dang good item at this creep camp, especially picking up this Ogre Pit Lord. What did I say? Pit Lord? Lord. And maybe you can even expand it, and this Ogre is going to drop a healing ward. So it's going to be nice after this. That kind of rewards Orc players to you know, creep out this, because it costs so much money to actually heal up your army, and it's going to take a lot of damage to actually creep out this. And it does look like we're going to have Cechi engage in the base of ReMinD here, and he's going straight for the burrow. Now we're going to have a Raider heads towards the I guess you could say 1 or 2. No, 3 o'clock? I don't know, 3 o'clock, whatever. So anyways, now he is going to see the Raider run there, so Cechi is going to know where ReMinD is going to be coming from. There's no TP, so he knows ReMinD is going to come from the back, and here we go. ReMinD is going to go straight for the Fiend, actually, and now he's going to get ensnared right on that Banshee. A Banshee's not going to be able to use Curse, and now we're going to have a TP taking out 2 barrels. Is it worth it? It was okay, I guess you could say. At least Cechi was playing a little bit aggressive there. Can't really camp his base for the whole game, but did take down 2 barrels, so it is going to put him over the food limit, so he's 49 out of 30. And Cechi's not going to give up. He's going to go, oh, I'm not sure what Cechi's doing. Oh, maybe he's going to go for this creep camp right here. And it does look like he's going for some Frost Shield on the Banshees. So the Banshee, he noticed the Banshees were being focused last battle, so he's going to go. It's so crucial to keep those Banshees alive against that Blade Master. Without the Banshees, it's pretty much over, I guess you can say. The DPS of the Blade Master is going to be too overwhelming, but if you have Curse on it, it's going to help you, you know, a lot, and keep you in fights longer. So he does have some Acolytes assisting him here. I wasn't sure why he's bringing in. Maybe he was going to go for an expansion or something. Oh, we got ReMinD coming from the back, going straight for these statues first, and not a good position here by Cechi. And Cechi does have a TP on his Lich, though, and there's a stomp. Ooh, he probably should have dodged his fiends or spread them out. And that was one thing I really was amazed by Lucifer. He had some nice fiend dodges back in the day. But anyways, Cechi realizes that he can't take this, and he's just going to TP out. ReMinD doesn't really have the unit advantage, I guess you could say, but he just has that TC getting some good stomps off, which gives him you know, some good flanks, some good surrounds. Not really good surrounds, but you know, some good positioning. That's what I meant to say. So now we're gonna have Cechi almost done with T3, and he is most likely going to pick up a orb on that Lich. With that orb corruption, you can do a lot more focusing. Blade Master picking up an orb. Whew, look at those items, really nice items here for ReMinD's Blade Master. And now we got to go for a creep jack by Cechi, and now he's a little bit too late. Blade Master's gonna get involved, and ReMinD probably wants to fight this. I'm not sure why. Maybe he's just backing up to get better positioning. Ooh, nice focus here by Blade Master. Nice way to save it with that Frost. Good counter to the Blade Master. Blade Master's gonna windwalk and has not going to take it. He's just going to back off a little bit. Now he's going to come back in. And we'll check out what finally ReMinD got the Orc Burrow upgrade, which is going to be pretty difficult for the Undead to focus the Orc Burrows. And now we're going to have this little Skeleton Warriors coming out here. Ooh, Cechi, I actually missed it. He's actually going for a expansion, bottom left. If it gets up and is destroyed right when it gets up, it's going to hurt Cechi pretty bad. But if he gets up and it is not noticeable, but I'm not sure how it's pretty noticeable when especially when you get this mine there, and then it's going to turn undead blight, And let's check out what Cechi's doing. Cechi is kind of walking over here. Notice how Cechi is staying under, well, he stayed under 50 meat for a while. And now he's going to pump out a lot of units. He saved up a lot of gold. He had about 1,000 gold. And then, ooh, nice blocking of the Ziggs. Some critical blocking in the early game, and he does become effective, as you saw there. ReMinD looking for any cracks or crevices to get his Blade Master in. They do a little bit of harassing, and he did see the army of Cechi, I believe. And now we're going to have the creeping of this one mine. Most likely going to pick up a scroll with the TC, and TC is getting pretty bulky at this point. As you see here, he did pass the energy to the TC, and just look how much mana that is. You really can't stop, take mana away as Undead player. You just can't. That's one of the downfalls about Undead players. Orc, that's why Night Elves are a pretty good counter to Orc race. The Demon Hunter can get some mana burns, so crucial to get mana burns, but there's no mana burns as Undead player, and the stomps are going to be pretty devastating. You're going to have pretty good micro to spread your fiends out, or it's going to be basically GG, all the units of ReMinD are just going to get good positioning on the fiends, and then I'm guessing, dude, that's going to be like at least 4 to 5 stomps. Whew, that's going to be pretty difficult to handle. And we do have 1 weak Coat of Beast, and the heroes of ReMinD are getting pretty bulky at this point. Maybe ReMinD is just kind of playing Orc just to give him a little bit of, what would you say, a breather from Night Elf, I guess you can say. He plays a lot, so maybe, he does spot it. He does scout the expansion. So it does look like Cechi is going to be kind of outplayed here, and a lot of these acolytes are going to fall. So Cechi's expansion is going to fall. His only chance of winning this game is to basically try to defend the expansion, and now he's going to pick off a Kodo. It looks like the nuke wasn't really effective with that spear link on the Kodo, and really needs to get some destroyers to cancel this. And before the fight even ends, Cechi calls GG. So I kind of apologize for that game, but since this one was kind of not good, I'll do another commentary right after this, and hopefully it's a good game. And ReMinD is staying for some reason, killing off the whole army. Let's check out what he does. Yeah, I think he just killed off the whole army just for fun. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I guess that's what he did. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it, and peace out.